Apple's WWDC just happened and there's so many updates, especially the biggest one being the Vision Pro, that the Apple Watch OS only really got a few minutes of spotlight. I needed 24 hours to really just process all this information of what's coming out this fall. And really after everything, I'm really happy with the decision that I made last year of going from an Apple Watch to a Garmin. And I really want this video to help you guys out if you're thinking of maybe jumping ship or maybe making a first-time purchase on a watch. In case you missed it, this is just gonna be 90 seconds of what's in WatchOS 10, and then we're gonna get into the good stuff, the juicy stuff of what we were expecting. So the design on WatchOS 10 got the biggest facelift in years. You can use a digital crown to access widgets directly from your watch face. This can be things like calendar, timer, workouts, or third-party apps. So I'm really looking forward to widgets from like Strava or AllTrails. That's gonna really be great. Also, there's many app updates like World Clock now will reflect the time of the day depending on its time zone. And one of the nicest updates in my opinion is that your activity window now gives you a full screen view. You have 2 new watch faces. Glad to see Snoopy joining the Apple Watch. New cycling updates, mainly the support of Bluetooth speed and cadence sensors. And now during your cycling workout, your phone can actually show the live data coming from your watch. Really taking advantage of that large display. It's a really neat feature if you mount your phone on the handlebar. You got new map updates, such as adding a new topo map view to WatchOS. You can search for trails directly from the watch. You now have the ability to use maps offline, so you can download them and use them on your Apple Watch. But, big but here, in order for this to work, you still need to have your phone in Bluetooth range, so you need both devices. Last year, we got the ability to customize workouts on the Apple Watch, even though we can't do that from the phone, which makes it easier. I don't know why. But now developers can create workouts on their apps, on their platforms, and it could go directly to your Apple Watch. I didn't really experience how nice that feature was until I tried the BPN training app. I was able to transfer all the workouts from that app into my Garmin, so it's nice to know that now Apple will have that ability for developers to do that same process, even though it's been on Garmin already. Also, Apple's mindfulness app now offers mood tracking, which is gonna encourage you to identify how you feel. You'll be able to get deeper insights on how your other areas of health might be impacting your state of mind, so that's pretty neat. It's really just good Apple putting a lot of energy into mental health. Those are a lot of updates, and that's actually just what we know right now. I do feel like when the Apple Watch Ultra 2 comes out and the Series 9, there'll be more there. But what this reassures me is more of that Apple is really focused on the masses right now, and at least doesn't really have like the foot on the gas pedal for creating something for the athlete in mind. Just hear me out. For example, while you're cycling, that feature to have your phone show the live data from your watch, don't get me wrong, that's really nice, really creative there. But for someone that cycles, I have never seen a cyclist really use their phone on their handlebars. I mean, for the most part, I've always seen just somebody have a bike computer. I really wouldn't attach, I think this is like a $1,300 phone on a bike. I got this from Garmin that does the same thing. It's like $100 open box, but the thing is that it's durable. It's $100, it sits on my bike, so I'm not gonna put something that's $1,400 on my bike. But regardless, that's not really the point. It's little things such as making maps offline, but not on the Apple Watch where you need both devices in order for it to work. It almost gives me like the impression that when they're coming up with these updates and features, their main priority is, well, how can we continue building our ecosystem, our walls? That's their main priority. And then secondly is like, well, how do I offer a great experience for the consumer? Don't get me wrong. This is progress, but it's just getting a little tiring of how slow they're moving. And also not having rest or recovery metrics. Don't get me started. Whoop and Garmin have had that for years, and the fact that we're in WatchOS 10. Now, I'm not a big fan of the rings. If you've subscribed to this channel, you know I've kind of expressed that in a few videos. As an individual who has experienced a minor injury from overtraining, the rings concept just kind of seems like silly to me. I get it, like for maybe most people, it's a great reminder to like, hey, get up off your ass, start moving. But for me, I just feel like having a training plan and building healthy, sustaining habits is just better than having to worry about like my ring streak. That's just me. Overall though, the Apple Watch is gonna be more intuitive than ever before. For me though, I'm gonna stick with my Garmin until Apple can address those issues that I mentioned. I know they'll address those issues eventually, but until they do and they make their Apple Watch function without the touchscreen, I'm not gonna be switching as my daily driver at least. What I say is I like to do watch things on my watch, and I like to do phone things on my phone. I really have no need to do phone things on my watch. I mean, I have both devices anyway. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Let me know, hang out in the comments section what you're most excited for. For me, besides Vision Pro, of course, it's actually the journaling app. I'm really looking forward to that, so you could expect content on that. But I'll see you guys in another one.